I just take a sip, but it's spit. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's spit. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win
You should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
2 plays so far, run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
2 things you can do in that situation. Run and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It's pulled in at the 32. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Lions will take over
at their own 48-yard line.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Stafford throwing quickly, complete out wide. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Wow, and good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away. Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They react.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. fifth touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Is good.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They're just from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out.
Touchdown, Vikings! Hollywood Marquise Brown, his second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Receiver, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
To throw on 3rd down, Stafford. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taken it all the way down to the 8. A big play there for Minnesota. 43 yards on the ground. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now Bell. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
Bell, the ball carrier.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Complete to
Kyle Rudolph. His second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have taken the lead. And this one through the uprights and good.
Makes the score Vikings 14, Lions 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Stafford rolling to his left. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. A first down carry here for Johnson. Carry on. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Stafford delivers this to Hawkinson. All the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
They go option right on 2nd and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? A shotgun snap for Stafford. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks,
that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through. Conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 14-yard line.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the 1st down as well.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. If points result, we'll call this play significant.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12.
The 29-yard line.
From the gun, it's Tua. And that's going to be caught. It's Rico Gafford. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 71 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Now Tua. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Rico Gafford, the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Escaping the pressure right. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. He's got his man in the crossing route. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. From the gun, here's Stafford. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he's got this down to the 35. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. operating from the gun. Stafford. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 13-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. From the red zone now, Stafford. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Rashad Perriman, as the first half is winding down. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he takes it all the way down to the 32. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
49-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Right back to him on first down. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he gets this one in midfield before he's brought down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
From the 50 at Stafford. Flush to his right. And this is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hawkinson. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 34-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
Second and 11 now. From the gun, Stafford. Looking for Perriman, there he's got him. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 23. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
He's brought down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Back to throw, Stafford. Wants a screen pass, that's complete. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. And his kick here is good. And that's going to tie things at 20. So they come away from this opening drive in the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
Marquise Brown on the return. The Vikings take over 1st and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
It's nothing like pressure can affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Tua sets up to pass it. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. There he goes, left side. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. That was so well timed. Just a perfect throw on the slant.
Hit him on the move, didn't he? Now he's going against the grain of the defenders coming over to try and stop him. That allowed for that additional yardage downfield.
They give it off here to the tight end. And he'll get him. Touchdown, Minnesota. Minnesota.
Chase McLaughlin lining up for the point after.
Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
This one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down. Now they try the right side here. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
The tackle by Quan Alexander. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. To throw on 2nd and 6. Stafford. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 yards there, first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And it's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I have to think that the wheels are really spinning in their play caller's mind now. They had a little setback there on 1st down. They'll have 3 more shots if that's what it takes, because they've got to take field goals out of their thought process. They need a tough...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Simmons. And a good turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 14-yard line.
And again this time to the tailback. And this carry not as productive. He swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. And he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18.
Complete to number 4.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
2 yards.
Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. Flushed out right. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to punt. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
Brought down back at the 11-yard line.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 2nd and long. Stafford. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. 23 yards to pick up there. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Back to throw. Crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Quan Alexander. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, 1-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick 6.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost him.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Lions 20.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Stafford here, coming off his pick six. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Out of the gun, Stafford. Now in desperation, it's caught inside the 25. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Stafford. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Minnesota, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Detroit, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.